Hey guys, it's Against All Odds once again on Tregon TV. You know how we do it, 6 games and 3 likely goal scorers. My name is Deji and I'm rolling with Titus today. Titus, nice to have you on the show.
Good to be here.
All right, Titus, let's start off in England where Liverpool play against Newcastle United.
Absolutely.
We think Liverpool should win that game at Anfield and we will have at least 2 goals.
Absolutely. In the last 11 games, 10 of those games, Liverpool have scored at least 2 goals. And this particular fixture, the last 4 meetings between them, we've seen 2 goals. I think it's a safe bet to go with them over 1.5.
Yeah, Liverpool scoring for fun. So surely we should see at least 2 goals in that one. Good measure as well if Liverpool win the game. Let's move on to Italy. There's Torino versus Crotone. We're sticking with the goals as well. We think that game should produce at least 2 goals.
In Torino's last 8 games, they've managed to score 2 goals. And for Crotone, they've scored also 2 goals in the last 6 games for them. So I think for us, it's safe to call over 1.5 for this clash in this Italian Serie A.
Tyson, let's move on to Spain. Real Madrid host Getafe. They had that slip against Espanyol midweek, but then they're back at home. They've been scoring for fun. We think against Getafe, they should give us 3 goals.
Absolutely. They seem to be the kings of 3 goals least possible coming from Real Madrid in the last.
There was a blip against Espanyol.
Absolutely. Just that's the only time we saw a break from scoring goals by Real Madrid. The loss against Espanyol. For other games, it also counted them to give us 3 goals.
Yeah, so 6 in their last 7 games. They've gone over 2.5. Real Madrid looking really good at the moment. Bayern Munich are away at Freiburg, Titus. We're really putting it on Bayern Munich to get back from the disappointment of last weekend.
For Bayern Munich, they've got an impressive record. They've won 5 of the away games in the Bundesliga this season, and looking generally, they've only lost twice on the road in 25 games in the Bundesliga. I think it's safe for us to call an away win for Bayern Munich this weekend.
Well, moving on to Monaco, Titus, they've lost at home only to PSG in Ligue 1 this season. We think they should avoid defeat against Bordeaux, win or draw for Monaco.
Absolutely. I think they're chewing on the winning streak pie right now. The last 7 games, massive wins for Monaco, and I think a win for Monaco will not be a bad call, AJ.
Yeah, just the loss against PSG,
absolutely,
as I said earlier. And then finally, on our games for this weekend, we're looking at PSV versus Utrecht. PSV to win or draw, because PSV are unbeaten in a zillion games at home.
Let's talk about the fixture. The live 5 meetings between these 2 sides. PSV have been the better side, and going into the Dutch top tier this season, 26 games unbeaten for PSV. Come on, I'll put all of my life savings on PSV
just to avoid defeat, really.
Absolutely.
We're not asking them to win.
Just avoid defeat.
Easy,
yeah. Easy call.
Easy. All right, let's move on to our goal scorers. Harry Kane versus Huddersfield Town. He got 2 goals in the reverse fixture. He's at home this time. At Wembley, of course. We think Harry Kane should bag another. You think?
If you have a man who can score 11 goals from 10 games, I think it's always a good way to go with him, having some confidence in him. And I think Harry Kane can deliver almost every week right now. Same business, same goal scorer.
We've been scoring for fun.
Absolutely.
Liverpool to Juventus to Rochdale.
Just name it.
Eyimba. Whoever comes
He's
calling.
a good goal banger.
Well, leaving Harry Kane, move on to Edison Cavani, PSG versus Troy. There's no Neymar for PSG. Edison Cavani is home alone. Titus, you think Cavani should bag one at least against Troy?
I think this is where you get into the very expressive. He has a massive personal goal scoring best for himself, and 4 goals in the last how many games now?
Last 4 games.
Last 4 games, and I think
it's
a good number for Edison Cavani. And our call for him to get another this weekend is a great call for me.
Of course, he bagged 1 in the reverse fixture as well against Troy, so that seems good for us. And then finally on our goal scorers, Michy Batshuayi, Batman, he's up against RB Leipzig. Well, last 2 games or so he hasn't really scored, but then his record coming into the last 2 games spectacular. We think he should get back to scoring form.
Absolutely, that is the part of these calls for this particular time around, AJ. We'll look at Batshuayi getting back to scoring ways, and I can tell you that maybe the short drought time will end this particular weekend. There's almost every certainty that he may even open score for Dortmund this weekend.
Yeah, possibly. All right, guys, so those are our calls. Remember, nothing is cast in stone, but based on certain probabilities and, of course, statistics, we think these are the games that will come through this weekend. So go out there and make yourself some cool cash. Remember to follow our social media handles on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook. And call your friends to subscribe, really. You cannot enjoy this alone.
Absolutely.
You cannot enjoy this alone. All right, guys, so have yourself a good weekend.